Have DC finally done it and made a decent movie? We find out. Here's my review of Wonder Woman. Hey guys, how's it going? Wonder Woman is directed by Patty Jenkins and stars Gal Gadot and Chris Pine. Gal Gadot plays Wonder Woman Diana Prince, and the movie traces her origins from being an island princess to when she goes with Pine to the mainland to fight in World War I and fight for justice. This movie is one that I went to the movies to watch with a little bit of trepidation. I wanted to see a really good movie. But historically, DC movies have really struggled in recent years. They haven't really come out with a very strong entry into the series. I enjoyed last year's Suicide Squad, but I wouldn't particularly say it was one of the stronger movies I saw last year. And the same can be said with Batman vs Superman. Again, I enjoyed it. It wasn't that strong though, and there's a lot of problems with the movie. I'm happy to say though, this movie completely blew me away, and it's one that I really want to see again as soon as possible. This movie begins with Chris Pine washing up onto the beach of the island where Diana lives, and it's a complete fish out of water situation because he doesn't know what the hell's going on. There's this island surrounded by Amazonian women, and he's the only man there, and it's a very rare scenario for the women to actually see a man on the island. So he's treated very, very strangely. Later on in the movie, when they go to the mainland, it's a complete reversal of this, and Diana is now the one that's a fish out of water. She is very naive. She's been very sheltered on this island of Amazonia, women with their legends and so forth, and it shows. And she has to really learn about the things, and learn about the world, and learn about a lot of different things. And it's quite nice to see this transition from her being an innocent island Amazonian right through to being the Wonder Woman that we're all waiting to see. Let's talk about actors. Gal Gadot really nails the part of Diana Prince and Wonder Woman, and the casting choice here was absolutely superb. I know at the time there's a lot of controversy when she was cast, but she absolutely is perfect for this role, and the movie reflects how good a casting choice it was. And looking back, it's hard to picture anybody else in this role. Equally, Chris Pine is very, very good in this movie, and the two of these people have very good chemistry together. And you can actually believe that these two characters are starting to like each other and have feelings for each other, because there are times in the movie where the movie slows down and we have some very, very intimate sort of little scenes which you wouldn't normally get in a massive blockbuster, let alone a superhero movie. But they take the time to have these smaller scenes, and the characters really benefit from the fact that they get to spend time with each other and they're not just kicking ass and fighting and having all these action scenes. When the action scenes do kick in, believe me, they do kick ass, and the movie really does have some good action scenes in it. But the smaller scenes are what really give us the feeling that these characters are starting to get to know each other on a more personal level. When we do get to the action sequences, they're very well choreographed, they really are action heavy, and we do get a lot given to us. We really can't go wanting any more from the action scenes. There's a lot of CGI in the movie, which is to be expected from this sort of movie. You get it in all of the superhero movies. And in some parts it goes really, really CGI heavy, which again can sometimes get a little bit too much. And here it doesn't seem to be too bad. It actually works in most places. In fact, to be fair, the most issue I had with CGI wasn't with all of the action, it was actually with the lasso, because it just doesn't look real whatsoever when she's swinging this lasso around. It looks the fakest thing ever, and that is my only gripe. If they could only have done that better, that is what really drew my attention more than a lot of the heavier scenes. So as I've already mentioned, performances are of a really high standard here. Both Chris Pine and Gal Gadot do fantastically. Chris Pine, however, doesn't even attempt to do an English accent, for saying he's supposedly playing an English character. Doesn't even attempt an accent, but that doesn't really take away from the movie. I still really enjoyed it. If I was going to take issue with anything in this movie, it's the fact that the villains are quite weak. They really don't have an awful lot of motive, they don't have an awful lot of drive, they don't really seem to do that much. They just don't seem to pose much of a threat whatsoever. That's the biggest drawback here. However, it's countered fantastically by the fact that Wonder Woman has a brilliant runtime. It's a really long movie. We get a chance to see the characters develop, we get a chance to see things happen, we get a chance to know these characters. So the fact that the villain is a little bit lame isn't too much of an issue, because we're getting to see so much more. The action scenes themselves are really worth just the ticket price alone. But this movie is a good movie. I'm not taking anything away from it. This movie is good. It sounds absolutely fantastic. The musical score as well is absolutely fantastic and really is epic and serves the movie well. Patty Jenkins had a really wise choice when she was making this movie, in that she didn't do what Zack Snyder has a habit of doing in desaturating the palette. The movie is bright, it's colourful, it's action-packed, and it is everything you could want from an action movie, let alone a superhero movie. I really enjoyed Wonder Woman. I can't wait to see it again, and I cannot wait to see the inevitable sequel to the movie. I'm going to give Wonder Woman 4.5 out of 5. It's that close to being a perfect movie. But if the villain was a little bit stronger, it would have had the full 5 stars from me. So anyway, thanks very much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. Leave a comment down below what you thought of Wonder Woman. Hit the thumbs up if you like this review, and please hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you really soon for my next review. Thanks for watching. Bye.